Welcome to class 9 mathematics. Today we are going to see the first chapter. In first chapter, let us see the exercise 1.2. Here we have 10 problems. Let us see first 5 problems as our part 1. Now let us go to the exercise problems. Our first problem is to find the cardinal number of the following sets. Here we have 5 subdivisions. Let us see one by one. Our first problem is M equal to set containing the element P, Q, R, S, T and U. Before going to solve the problem, let us know what is cardinal number of the set. Cardinal number of the set is nothing but the number of element in the set. Now let us go to the solution. Our first problem is M equal to set containing the element P, Q, R, S, T and U. Cardinal number means we have to write number of element in the set. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Hence, N of M equal to 6. Now, let us go to the second problem. Our second problem is the set P containing x elements such that x equal to 3n plus 2. Here n belongs to W, that is whole numbers, and x is less than 15. We know W, that is whole number, starts from 0. Here we have to substitute n as 0, 1, 2, 3 and find the value of x. Here x is less than 15. So, our n will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Let us substitute one by one value here. Now, let us take n equal to 0. If n equal to 0, the x value will be 2. Now, let us substitute n equal to 1. Then x will be 5. Now, let us substitute n equal to 2. What happens? X equal to 8. Now, let us substitute n equal to 3. X becomes 11. Now, let us substitute n equal to 4. Now, the value of x is 14. Suppose, if we substitute n equal to 5, the value of x will be 3 into 5, 15, 15 plus 2, 17, which is greater than 15. So, we have to take up to n equal to 4. P is the set containing the element 2, 5, 8, 11 and 14. We have to find number of element in the set, that is the cardinal number of the set P, that is n of P equal to 5. Our third problem is Q equal to set containing Y element such that Y equal to 4 by 3n and n belongs to natural number and n is greater than 2 and less than or equal to 5. So, our n belongs to natural numbers. Natural number starts from 1. Now, we have to define what is n. Here it is n is greater than 2 and less than or equal to 5. Therefore, the n value will be 3, 4 and 5. Now, we have to substitute this 3, 4, 5 at n to find the value of y. Now, let us substitute, let n equal to 3. What happens? If n equal to 3, y equal to 4 by 3 into 3, that is 4 by 9. Now, let us substitute n equal to 4. Then y becomes 4 by 3 into 4, that is 4 by 12. Now, let us substitute n equal to 5. Now, our y is 4 by 3 into 5, that is 4 by 15. Now, our new q is 4 by 9, 4 by 12 and 4 by 15. Here we have to find cardinal number of the set q, that is n of q equal to 3. Let us see the fourth subdivision. Here R is a set x such that x is an integer and x belongs to z and x is greater than or equal to 5 and less than 5. Now x belongs to integers. So we know integers means negative numbers and positive number. So our r is equal to minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Therefore, n of r equal to 10. Now let us go to the next subdivision. Here we have the set S. The set is the set of all leap years between 1882 and 1906. We know leap year means in February we have 29 days. That is, if we divide the year by 4, there will be no remainder. So, if we divide 1882 by 4, we get the remainder. So, it is not a leap year. So, our set S contains 1884, 1888, 1892, 1896 and 1904. Now our n of s equal to 5. Now let us go to the next problem. The next problem is to identify the set as finite or infinite. Here we have 4 subdivisions. Let us see one by one. Now first problem is x equal to the set of all districts in the Tamil Nadu. Now let us see the solution. The set of all districts in the Tamil Nadu is countable. Therefore the answer is finite set. Now let us go to the next one. Here y equal to set of all straight lines passing through a point. See, through a point we can draw infinitely many straight lines. Therefore it is a infinite set. Now let us go to the third one. The third one is a set A which contains x elements such that x belongs to integer and x is less than 5. We know integer means negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Therefore our set A is infinitely many negative numbers and up to 4. So it is a infinite set. Now let us see the fifth one. Fifth one is the set containing x elements such that x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0, where x belongs to natural numbers. Now we know how to factorize x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. If we factorize, the value will be x minus 3 into x minus 2 equal to 0. That means x equal to 3 and x equal to 2. That is our B set. So B equal to 3 comma 2. It is countable. Therefore the set is a finite set. Now let us go to the third problem. Our third problem is, which of the following sets are equivalent set or unequal or equal set? So we have learned types of set. From that we have to find out which are the equivalent set, unequal set and equal set. Here the problem is, the first one is set A containing the set of vowels with the English alphabet, and set B is the set of all letters in the word vowel. Now let us see the solution. So take the first one. What is our A? A equal to vowels in the English alphabets, A, E, I, O, U, and B is a set containing the word V, O, W, E, L. Here we want to find out whether this is equivalent set, unequal set or equal set. Before we go to this, we must know what is equivalent set, unequal set and equal set. Equivalent set means the number of elements in the set is same. Here n of A equal to 5, n of B equal to 5. If the number of elements in the set is same, we call it as equivalent set. So the first problem is equivalent set. Now let us go to the second problem. In the second problem, we have two sets as C equal to 2, 3, 4 and 5. D equal to 2, 3, 4. Now here we have 4 elements. Here we have 3 elements. Is it? Are they equal? No. N of C is not equal to N of D. Therefore, the set is unequal. So, we call it as unequal set. Now, let us go to the next problem. That is the third one. Here, X equal to set containing the letters L, I, F, E. And Y is a set which contains the letters F, I, L, E. Here we can see all the letters or all the elements are same. And number of element is also same. So, if the number of element is equal and the same elements are present in both the set, we call it as a equal set. The elements of set X and Y are exactly same. So, we call it as equal sets. Now, the next one is G equal to set containing the elements 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. H contains the numbers 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8. H contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 8. Now, we shall see what is N of G here. N of G is 6. N of H is 6. Here, the number of elements in the set is equal but not the elements. So, N of G equal to N of H. Hence, we call this as equivalent set. Now, let us go to the next problem. That is fourth problem. In this fourth problem also, we want to identify the set. Whether the set is null set or singleton set. Before we go to the problem, we must know what is a null set, what is a singleton set. Null set means there is no element in the set. Otherwise, it is an empty set. Singleton set means there will be only one element in the set. So, we call it as a singleton set. Now, let us see the problems one by one. Our first problem is the set A containing the elements X such that X belongs to N and X is greater than 1 and less than 2. Now, let us see the solution. Here, the set A is equal to a set X. It is a natural number. There is no natural number in between 1 and 2. So, we call it A is a null set. Now, let us go to the second problem. The second one is B equal to set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. Here, all even natural numbers are divisible by 2. So, there won't be any number which is not divisible by 2. Okay, there is no even natural number which is not divisible by 2. Do you have any number like that? No. So, B is a null set. Now, let us go to the third problem. Here, we have C equal to set containing the element 0. Here, we have one element in the set. So, it is called a singleton set. Now, let us see the fourth one. D equal to set of all triangles having 4 sides. There is no triangle with 4 sides. Therefore, D is a null set. Now, let us go to the fifth problem. Our fifth problem is state which pairs of sets are disjoint or overlapping. Here also we must know what is disjoint and overlapping. So, disjoint means there is no common element between the two sets. Overlapping means there will be common element between the two sets. Now, let us see the first example. A is a set which contains the elements F, I, A and S. B is a set which contains the elements A, N, F, H and S. Now, let us see the solution for this. Here we want to say whether this set is disjoint or overlapping. Now let us go to the solution. Our A set is FIAS. Our B set is A, N, F, H and S. See, we can see F, A and S are in both the sets. So, A intersection B is not a empty set. That is, A intersection B equal to FAS. Since A intersection B is not equal to 0, the set A and B are overlapping sets. Now let us see the next subdivision. Here the set C contains 3, 5, 7 and 11. Set D contains only one element 2. Now let us see the solution. There is no element common between the two sets. So C intersection D is a empty set. So C and D are disjoint sets. And third one is the set E contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. And F contains 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 and 27. Now E intersection F equal to 3, 6, 12 and 24. Here it is not an empty set. Therefore, E and F are called as overlapping set. Thank you, children.